Welcome back to this Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. You're with Sambo, and joining us here, as always, is Katella Avonlea. Good afternoon, how are you today?
Doing good, how are you?
Not bad. Did you see I was jubilantly and uncontainably jumping around there? That's a new emote that I've learned that you told me about called /happy, I think it was. Is that what it was?
I believe so.
That's exactly how I feel this morning. Well, okay, maybe not quite that happy. Welcome to everybody watching the show this week. It's very early over here at the time that we filmed this. I hope you appreciate that, Katella. Only for you guys. But I was looking out my window this morning at an ungodly hour on a Sunday morning. Do you know what was running past my front door? A marathon. There were and it was the end of a marathon. I live in the city, so people had already been running for goodness knows how. Would you ever do anything like that, Katella?
Oh, no, I'm not set up to run marathons.
Neither am I, by the way. I mean, just watching these people, I'm thinking, wow, that's ridiculously challenging and very committed of them, because they must have already been running for hours, you know. Absolutely crazy. So my point is that I feel exhausted, Katella, just from watching them. You know, I'm very, very tired just by watching these people run past. I can't imagine. My hat's off to them, mind you. You know what? I get tired running around in an MMO. If someone says, oh, you're going to have to run over to that zone, I still get exhausted even running my character there, so I don't think I do very well in a marathon. But still, I'm glad to be here. You know what, Katella, we mustn't have many episodes left, surely, because if we remind everybody once again, how long have we actually got until version 1 of this game is shutting down? It's only a matter of weeks now, isn't it?
It is. So the last save date is November 1st, and then the servers are going to be shut down on the 11th.
Oh man, 11th. It is coming up so quickly. And in fact, I think you've got a countdown on our website on the official Distant World. Yeah, do you know what? It's funny you were saying before that some people don't like it there because it's like counting down impending doom. Isn't it only a few weeks? Like, how many actual weeks does... No, days it's down to now, isn't it? Isn't it 18 or 19 days or something?
18 days, yeah. 18
days as of the filming of this episode, folks. So, as you can tell, it is getting very, very close. So, just also to remind us, Katella, once the first hits and then the 11th hits, which is when no more data gets saved, are we going to still be able to play for real, though? Like, can we actually still log in?
So they've just recently announced that after the 11th, a few days after the 11th, they're actually going to go ahead and bring the servers back up. They had done a poll and asked the players what they wanted to do, and he had said that as long as 30% wanted to have the servers back up, that he would bring them back up, and we ended up with 35% of the players' poll wanting the servers to come back up.
Alright, so does that mean also that if people start tailing off and not logging in after the 11th, then we will run the risk of it shutting down properly?
They did say that, yeah.
Oh man, there you go guys, you have to keep logging in if you want the game to keep going, but of course remember, just as Katella said, you won't get to keep any of your progress. Now, one other question that we get hammered with, Katella, is the whole when is 2.0 coming? And I know that Square Enix have given a couple of time frames, but are we any closer to knowing an exact date, or are they going to keep that under wraps for a while?
I think they're probably going to keep it under wraps for a while. We don't have any, actual date. We have an idea that at the end of October they're going to be starting with alpha, but they haven't really released a ton of information on that either.
Well, there you go, folks. So we'd love to be able to help you, but we don't know either. In fact, you know what? I probably think they don't know, and they're probably going to gauge it based on how their alpha and beta testing goes, etc. And just another reminder, by the way, won't be covering off any alpha footage because it is forbidden. So I don't want to get banned by Square Enix, Katella, not by any means, no. So we won't be covering off any footage there, but maybe they'll allow some for the beta. Who knows? They did last time. Now, by the way, I'm looking in the chat room here, and I can see we've got a couple of friends in there. Blindrage, the goat killer. Good afternoon to you, sir.
How are you, Sambo?
I'm very, very well. Now, by the way, before we go any further, Blindrage, I need to make sure that everybody knows about this. I understand that somebody around here has gone and made themselves a YouTube channel. Do you have any clue who that might be?
Katella?
No.
We know Katella's already got a YouTube channel. Katella,
Minnie.
No, Minnie's already got one as well. Katella, come on, spill.
Merrick's got one?
Merrick, actually, do you know what? I don't know. Merrick, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do have a YouTube channel.
Oh, there you go. Excellent. Well,
See, I told you it was Merrick.
Whatever.
I've already had the YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's not a new one. In fact, I didn't know that. I'd love to shove a link in the description below. But anyway, Blindrage, don't think you're getting away with it. I understand that you have gone and created yourself a Let's Play channel. Is this true?
Yes.
It is. There you go. All right, now, do you mind if we pop a link to it down in the description of this video?
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Excellent. Now, what is your content, by the way? What games are you covering off?
Right now, I'm just doing DCO.
Oh, DCUO. All right, now, how many episodes have you managed to post so far?
I think 10.
10? Oh, look out. You're going to overtake me. In fact, there you go.
Yeah, I doubt it. I only got 14 subscribers and 161 in views, I think.
What, already? Well, hang on. How long has your channel been up for?
October 3rd.
Okay, so we're talking like less than 2 weeks. Took me months. It took me about 6 or 7 months to get 200. So there's your challenge. All right, you got to get 200 subscribers before 6 months, and then you can bona fide say that you've beaten me. Make sure you hop along and subscribe to Blind's channel. Is there goat killing in your channel?
There's no goats in DCO.
Is that disappointing for you?
No, I could just kill cops.
Okay, cops, goats, who cares, he says. Alright, well, good luck with that, by the way, and great to see you starting up a Let's Play as well. I think it'll be lots of
that's
fun.
15 subscribers now.
15? Oh, there you go. Well done. Thank you, Ger. And, of course, we love to support our own Let's Players here, so go along and subscribe. Now, speaking of people, just got a couple of shout-outs before we explain why we're here, Katella, because you've dragged me back into the Twin Adder. Gosh, we never, ever see anywhere else these days, if you ask me. We're in here so very much. Got a shout out here very, very quickly. A couple of shout outs. One from Zerif Zargoon. And this is an interesting one, actually. And they say, hey, Sambo, can my link shell or up-and-coming free company named Phalanx, which is, yes, that's their link shell, please get a shout out in your next video. We are forever in Distant World and yours debt, as we will be playing on the PS3, and you have allowed us into the world of Final Fantasy XIV until it has released. Well, you know what? It's our great pleasure to be able to help out in that respect there, by the way, Zerif Zargoon, and good luck. And we were just talking about the PS3 version earlier, and I can't wait for that to come out. Do you know what, Katella? Even though I play on the PC, I'm actually really looking forward to the PS3 version because I just want to sit back on the couch and play it on my massive television. Are you going to have a go on the PS3 version, or do you guys have a PS3?
Probably not me, but Blind's kind of excited about that.
Yeah, you see, it's a guy thing. Guys, couch, beer, games, yeah. I don't know about you, Blind, but it sounds pretty good to me. Got another shout out here, and this is from Zahak7, and they say, hey Sambo, I'm a Final Fantasy XI player. Oh, see, I'm a fish out of water there, but these guys might be able to help you there. And I love your videos. I'd like to get a shout out for my Final Fantasy XI character, there you go, called Genkishi, on your next video. Also, I would like to know if when the game shuts down, the PS3 version will come out right away or what. I'd love to be playing with you all, but I don't have a good enough PC to play it, so my only option is to wait for the PS3 version. Hopefully when that version comes out, I'd love to be in the same servers as Distant World, because I love active and productive link shells. Well, okay, Katella, so that one's definitely aimed at you, because you know more about this stuff than me. We don't know when, we've already talked about that, but if somebody joins the PS3 version, will they ever be able to play with us, do you think?
They should be able to play with us, and actually, from what I've read, the PS3 version should come out the same time that 2.0. When 2.0 comes out, PS3 should be available at that point.
Awesome. All right, well, there you go. That's especially for you there, Zathak7, and good luck. Let's hope that that does happen, because yeah, I've heard that as well. You know what? So many games talk about cross-realm, cross-server, cross-platform when it comes to consoles versus PC. I'm yet to see one actually happen, except for DC. Well, actually, no, even DC Universe Online wasn't cross-platform, unfortunately. So I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Final Fantasy XI was.
Oh, was it? Oh, of course, you're right. Well, there you go. Well, there's a precedent that's been set, so let's hope. Got one more shout out here. This is from Whisper Greentop. Hello to you. And they say, hey, Sambo and crew. Just wanted to say that all of us in Divine Phoenix, which is an adventures guild in the White Knight Chronicles game for PS3, have been following your videos for months, and we find them to be just amazing. We have plans to move our existing questing guild with all of its members across to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn once the game arrives. Could we all please have a big shout out if possible? You certainly can. Also, in the last producer's letter, it mentioned houses that we as players could build and furnish. Have you, or any distant world, more info on this? Thank you very much, and that is from Whisper Greentop. Katella, I'm going to turn to you again. Housing. Talk to me about that, because I've heard about this as well. Do you know anything?
So basically they're going to be adding a housing option in the game, and you're going to be able to pick from an area, like an area theme, and then there's going to be different sizes of housing plots available.
Do you know what? It's one of those things, and Merrick, actually, I'd be interested in your opinion on this, because you've played a number of other MMOs. I mean, housing in MMOs, generally speaking for me, has been, to be honest, a little bit lackluster, and they end up just being this room that you can decorate and have somebody come over and hang out in, and it's completely useless. Apart from storage, perhaps, maybe. But, Merrick, I mean, I can't think of any other, like, why would we have housing? Like, unless, I really want housing to have a purpose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Right now, the only game that I play that has housing, of course, is Lord of the Rings Online, and like you said, the housing in that is kind of lackluster. You know, I've got an elf home, so it's 2-story, but it's just one room above another room, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the rooms are pretty small and round.
Yeah, I know exactly the housing there. I've got some houses there as well. And I mean, look, it's great because of the storage, and you can show off your crafted items and your trophies and stuff. But it's a bit kind of awkward. I don't know if you've ever done it, but you're like, hey, would you like to come and see my house?
I've had a couple friends come over and, look at the house, and it's like, oh, yeah, okay, can we go now? Fight something?
Exactly. Yeah, thanks. That's interesting. So, yeah, look, I'm fingers crossed that they actually make it useful. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, hope that answers your question. Yes, Gur?
They will. You can. They've mentioned that on the plots that you buy, if you have a large enough plot, you can actually make a breeding pen for your chocobos.
Oh!
Yeah, stables. In the chocobos, you're actually going to be able to raise them to be different classes. So, like, they actually have chocobos that'll be like a white mage chocobo.
Whoa!
With clothing.
Yeah? No way. Okay, now I'm suddenly getting excited. Alright, I'm definitely hanging out for some housing if it's got that. Do you know what? The only other thing they could do, and this is what I wish they would bring into this game, and in fact, speaking of Lord of the Rings Online, Merrick, they have it over there, and in fact, even WoW has it now, is like, Harvest Moon type, farming type stuff. I really want farms and plots and having to tend to crops. I know I'm weird, but I like fishing as well, so give me a break. But I want all that sort of stuff, and to me, Final Fantasy XIV seems like the perfect sort of game to have all of that. But anyway, there you go, folks. So there you go. That's a nice big long answer to your question, and a big shout out to you guys. Reminding you, if you'd like a shout out as well, all you need to do is ask. But Katella, you've dragged me back here once again. We're at the Twin Adder. Why are we here today?
We're here today to see if we can pick up a quest for you.
Oh, and would that be this guy here, Fulke, again? He's got a big exclamation mark on his head. I'm going to have a chat with him, I presume. Let's see what he's got to say. He's got small talk and 2 vans are better than 1. Which one do I want?
2 vans are better than 1.
Alright, sounds good to me. Let's have a chat here. Private third-class Thrallwin. The Order of the Twin Adder is grateful for all you have done. You better be. I've done heaps for you guys. Gee. But thanks for the chocobo. Yet there is more we must ask of you. More? I dare say you remember Arthur. That's right, our man who stole into Alamigo and uncovered the Empire's plans to refortify Zemol Darkhold. Wow, okay, that's a tough one to say, that one. The Garland Ironworks are now studying his reports, and since his return, however, a new source has come forth, a man Arthur befriended while in Alamigo. Unfortunately, he refuses to speak to anyone but Arthur himself. So Arthur is insisting on a meeting, despite our protests. We had no desire to place his life in jeopardy once again, but he suffered much in Alamigo. His time there changed him. The man's sense of duty is humbling truly. He has already set out to meet this fellow, together with an escort of the Yellow Serpent's finest. But we fear that they may have met with danger. Canny Senna has heard ill whispers from the elementals. Thorns encircle the Guardian of Nofika, who bathes in a swathe of crimson petals. As any Forest-born will tell you, the Guardian of Nofika is almost certainly a reference to Toro-moy, a great warrior of legend. The ground that bears his name is where Arthur and the others are headed. It can be no coincidence. I only pray the crimson is not the blood of our serpents. Make all haste for the Toro-moy Battlewarrens south and west of Camp Nine Ivies and discover what has become of our men. Do you know what? I was just thinking there, Katella, and this is one of the quirky things I do love about all Final Fantasy, especially this one. It's so funny, as we read through all of that, he honestly could have just said, there's a problem. Can you go down to Camp Nine Ivies? But it's always so flowery and colourful. What? Yeah, you're cracking up there. What do you think? Does it ever annoy you, or is that why you love Final Fantasy XIV?
It gets to be a little bit much at times.
I think so as well. But then again, it is translated as well from Japanese, so maybe, I'd love to know if the Japanese version is as sort of wordy as this. It'd be interesting.
All those weird words and names they think of, and they all don't sound so weird when you're just reading over them, but when you try to pronounce them...
Yes, that's right. And I think we've said this before. I think it's like what Carrie Fisher said to George Lucas about his writing, which is, look, it looks great on paper, but you try saying it. So one of those things, I think. Here we go. At the Adder's Nest in Gridania, First Lieutenant Fulke tells you of a man who has come forth with new information concerning the Empire. Arthur, who befriended this man during his time as a spy in Alamigo, has already set out to meet him, escorted by a unit of yellow serpents. Shortly after their departure, however, Canny-Sana herself heard foreboding whispers from the elementals indicating that Arthur and his party had met with danger. Travel to the Toro-moy Battlewarrens to the southwest of Camp Nine Ivies and learn what has come of them. So there we go. That's a much better summary. There we go. In fact, I'm going to skip through the rest of his text there. There we go. This has been accepted. All right, Katella, I am done. So what's the best... Oh, hello, Gerb. Good to see you there, by the way. Didn't see you sneak up behind us there. So I'm guessing we have to make our way to Nine Ivies, do we, Kat?
Yep, that's where we're going.
All right, now, would you like me to teleport? Because you know what? I've got heaps and heaps of anima.
Sure. Do you have that one?
Using mine, yep. Okay, let's see. The Black Shroud and Camp Nine Ivies. There we go. Do you wish to teleport?
Good luck.
Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry, see you later.
You'll need it, probably.
Oh, really? Gee, thanks for that. Thanks for the inspiring words there.
I was talking to Katella.
Oh, is that because she's handicapped by having me in her party?
That's for you to figure out.
I know what you're saying, mister. Alright, here we are, and oh, it's been a while since we've been here, actually. Alright, so I'm going to look on my map, Katella, and oh, now there's nothing there. So, of course, if you want to see where a quest like this is on your map, you need to go to the journal, and then select that quest, and then click on the map button there. There we go. Let's have a click on that, and we can see, oh, okay, so it's directly south and to the west of us. Alright, cool. Nice and easy to find, I hope. There we go. Oh my lord, we come back off the map, and it is Blindrage. Big hello to you. Now, I hope you're not covered in goat's blood, Blindrage. Have you been behaving yourself while you've been here?
Yeah, I couldn't find any.
Is that the only reason that you haven't killed any? Because you didn't find any. That's okay. I'm going to mount up, I presume. Do we need to run there, or is there anything else we need to do beforehand, Katella?
No, I'm pretty sure you just run down to the area.
Alright, well, if you guys are ready, let's do this. Go for a bit of a chocobo run. You know what, you guys have got me all excited now hearing about this chocobo breeding thing. Katella, you were talking about white mage ones. How does that work? Because chocobos don't have abilities, do they?
They will in 2.0.
Wait, what? So, what, you can use them in battle?
Yep.
Yep, they can fight alongside of you.
Oh man, okay, that is awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So it's like having a pet, I guess.
Yeah, kinda.
Wow, okay. There you go, you heard it here first, folks.
I can recommend watching the live letter of the producer, because Wada comes along as well, which is the head or the CEO of Square Enix, and he asks some really difficult questions to the team. And at the end, they show the armors for the white mage chocobo and I believe the black mage chocobo.
Oh, I see. You know what? There's nothing like the CEO hard pressing the developers. That is awesome. Sorry, guys. I was just checking the map there, by the way, if you're wondering why I stopped. But look, we've got a fellow Distant World member there. Hello, big wave to you. Who's that? Vile Everett. You know, you can't sit like 2 feet in the server without coming across one of our crazy crew, if you ask me. Absolutely bonkers. Although, like you were saying, Katella, at the moment things are a little bit quiet, aren't they? And I guess that's because folk are waiting for version 2, I presume. Some people are sort of saying, look, I'm not going to play anymore. You're going to wait for the next version. Would that be a fair statement?
That's a fair statement.
I'm noticing up here we've got this vulture trap. I need to sort of get through there. Can I just run past, or can we attack him, or what?
Yeah, we can attack him if you want to.
You go on. Why not? Show off my amazing combat skills. Yes, well, because I'm a warrior now, and because I know about combos, let's see what happens. I'm sure I will die.
Putting lessons learned into action.
That's right. Waiting for my TP to build up. Come on. I know my combos.
Yeah, only because Katella and Blindrage set up your bar.
Correct. But still, the net result is the same, and there is a oh, no, hang on. I messed up the combo because I think you have to be oh, no, I didn't.
No, you got it.
Yeah, I did. I thought to myself for a sec, I have to be beside the target, but no, I did well. See, proof that I do listen sometimes. Alright, just waiting for it to come off cooldown. Now, am I the only one doing damage here? Is this how much damage I do, which is not much?
I'm hitting it a little.
There we go, another combo. 2 in a row. Got to be happy about that. Oh, no, come on. What's it doing? Oh, that's a big knockback. Ouch. I don't think this guy much likes me, to be honest. Nearly dead. You right there, Blind? What are you attacking the buzzard in the background there?
Nah, I'm keeping you alive.
Oh, is that you throwing in the heels? Thank you. I thought I was doing
problem.
very well. Alright, there we go, that's one down. Is this buzzard... He's very interested in you, Blindrage.
Yeah, the buzzard's buzzing me.
Buzzing around. Alright, Katella, feel free to actually hit him if you like. Because my poor old DPS isn't that high, is it?
Yours is actually probably better than mine.
What?
Because I'm on Paladin, yeah.
Oh. Come on, give me a combo. Why is he up so high? Come on, come back down here, you. Oh, was that another combo? You know what? I'm absolutely so good at the combos now. I have to say, I'm going to try sideways one.
And then they're going to change it up in 2.0.
Yeah, I know. So I won't be able to actually do one. Here we go.
Oh no, you will be.
Come on, brutal swing. Why is it saying I'm too far away? Oh, he's slept me, has he? He's got us sleeping. Oh, no, now I was rooted in place, I think.
I think you were stunned, it looked like.
Yeah. Come on. Alright, do we have to get this other buzzard as well? Yes. Oh, look at that. Good lord. Blindrage, you just completely one-shotted him, basically. Alright, you're definitely handy to have around. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we can leave that buzzard alone and run past him. No. No. No such luck.
Just run. It's okay.
Okay, we shall run. Alright, running away like a little Sambo. Excellent strategy, if you ask me. Oh, of course, you guys probably can't mount, can you? Because you're in combat?
Blind's got it.
Alright. I'm here for moral support, Blindrage. Oh,
that's the only way I'll win, Sambo.
I got knocked off, actually, to be honest. There we go.
See, you killed it without even doing anything.
I did. I looked at it and it died. Alright, we're definitely coming up on the quest area now. It's just around this corner, according to the icon on my map. So maybe I'll dismount. Alright, so will this pull you guys in automatically?
Yeah, it will.
Alrighty, let's give it a go. Here we go. Enter this instance. Why, yes, please. Alright, so... Oh, gosh, we've got a whole bunch of people here. And... Oh, look, there's some injured folk there. Serpent Commander Fulke. Let's have a chat with him. You are the one sent by the order. I heard the warning on the Link Pearl. I am Fulke of the Twin Adder, High Commander of the Yellow Serpents. Ours is a unit of adventurers like you. Alright, so folks, it looks like he's probably going to have a few words to say. So as always, if you'd like to pause the video, I'll skip through here on the chat. And perhaps Katella, I mean, you've done this before. While we're skipping through here, what's the gist of this? What's he going to be telling us?
Basically he's going to be telling you that there's some Garleans that have attacked in the area, and that he has this special item, this mist emitter or something, that he's going to give you.
Yeah, you obtain a mist emitter. So yes, tell us about that. What's the go with that thing?
And I'm trying to remember exactly, but you can use it on the Imperials that we're going to meet up with in a little bit, and I'm not sure if it puts them to sleep or if it just, I'm not quite sure what it does, but we'll have to check that out when you use it.
Alright, so it helps. So just remind us all again, by the way, obviously I've got an item. How do I actually use that when it comes time? Like, has it been put into my bags? Can I use the bag interface off the front window here? Do I have to go into my inventory? Can I put it on a hotbar? How does it work?
It's more like a key item type thing, and so it's not going to be something in your bag that you can physically click on or anything. It's actually going to appear in your side menu, and then you'll be able to use it from there.
Oh, so the interaction menu. There we go. All right, so I'll remember to bring that up. All right, well, it looks like it's asking me to go this way, I think, somehow. Let's have a go. Duty calls. Do you wish to proceed with 2 vans are better than 1? Absolutely we do. Oh! The surrounding gas saps your strength. Use the mist emitter to defeat the Imperials. Oh, it has 10 uses remaining. Okay, so let's have a look now. I've got in my interaction menu, use mist emitter. Now, do I have to target anybody first, or can I just use this thing?
I'm not sure it lets you target. I think if I remember right, it just says use.
Okay, and do I have to be in range or anything, or can I use it from back here?
You know what? I'm not even sure.
Oh no, what do you reckon there, by the way, Blindrage? Should I just use it now? See what happens?
Might as well try it.
Alright, here we go. Use the mist emitter. It has 9 uses remaining. I have no idea if that did anything or not. It didn't actually give me any feedback.
Oh, you know what it did? When we zoned in, we were muted and had things on us, and now we don't.
Oh, you're right too. Look at that. Yeah, you are right. Okay, cool. Definitely worth using. Alright, let's see if we can provoke one of these guys. I bet you they're all linked. Provoke. Oh, and now I have to use the mist emitter again by the looks of things. There we go, get rid of those buffs. Alright, so that's what it's for. So it's basically debuffing us, I guess. And I'm nearly dead. Ouch! This is rough. Okay, Gur, I see what you mean now. This is very tough. Yeah, he's chuckling away in the background there.
Definitely.
And I've got 36 hit points. Thank you, whoever was healing me. Thank you. I'm going to use the mist emitter again. There we go. So basically, should I be using it every time those buffs come up? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. No! That is rough. That is so hard.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, well, you know what? It wouldn't be a Sambo NZ episode if we stayed alive. Dear, oh dear. Now, by the way, Katella or Blindrage, if you guys happen to kill these enemies here, will it count for my quest while I'm dead?
It will.
Alright, so look, just, you know what, I might just hang back here and watch, because, you know, it's going to be better for our viewers, if we can just watch from this angle. So it's very deliberate that I died, and getting this great vantage point from down here. So, no, Gur, that's exactly why I died.
Oh, wait, it's better for the viewers to view the ground?
Look, shush on the small details there. This is like we're watching a cinematic angle, so we can see Katella and Blindrage showing us exactly how it's done. So I hope you guys are happy that I took one for the team and died deliberately here. You know what, Katella, somehow I don't think anyone's going to believe me. Do you? Not much. No, I don't think so. Look at that. I'm being raised. Thank you very much. There we go. Thank you, Katella and Blindrage. I appreciate that. I got absolutely owned then. Like, that was really bad. Oh dear. Somehow I think I'm going to blame it on my gear, because it has nothing to do with my skill. Right, Blind? Blind?
Back me up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure he says whatever.
You ran out of tactical stuff. Yeah.
Totally awesome points.
Totally awesome.
You didn't have
points.
any totally awesome points.
That's
right.
why
you died.
It is all the game's fault.
Where are we going? I'm the blind one here. Where are we going?
Okay, now we're heading down here. This is where it's saying that we need to go. Enter this instance. Why, yes, please. And, oh, okay, here we go. Here's the command. So they've moved. Now, by the way, Katella, all of this stuff here seems to be to do with the Garleans. Is this all to do with the invasion? Like, because they're talking about Garleans attacking one of these guys. Is that all part of the big invasion?
It is.
So how come, are there still, like, I haven't seen any airships floating around. Are they still in the sky? Like the enemy ones?
They are.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good to know. All right, let's have a chat here to... Okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce this name, guys. Pefrimalof. Okay, there you go. Look, if you're watching along from home and you can pronounce that, I'll give you 10 internet points. That's a weird one. Let's have a chat to him, see what he's got to say. No! The curse of the ancients. Meteor. You must stop the meteor. Use the power of the echo. Yes, we will. Whoa! Eorza must be assaulted on all fronts. On that I agree. But, Meteor, go no further with this nail. It is depraved, fouler even than the pestilence we seek to purge. It is more wicked than the icons themselves. Now, I'm just going to pause here. Katella, we've got ourselves an awesome cutscene here. This is the Garleans that we're looking at, isn't it?
It is, and it's even like kind of like the leaders, some of the leaders.
Yeah, Gaius Van Belsar. Wow. Okay, this is some pretty important stuff here. You know, I was just going to ask about Dalamud, and I haven't actually seen that today, but there it was, right in the cutscene. Big ball of red fury. Okay, this is pretty amazing. Let's see what else they've got to say. It is the will of our Emperor. Why, Gaius, one might even think you bitter at having fallen from his favour. Could that be the root of your doubt? Do not mock me. Our duties are no place for personal feelings. You know that as well as I. Oh, and what of your tired obsession with conquering Eorzea then? Is that not personal? Better to conquer a realm than a void. What is the value in ruling over emptiness, over nothing? I do not wish to live to see another Bozja citadel. If you succeed in bringing down Dalamud, all of Eorzea will cease to be. Yes, but how much brighter the light that shines forth from the void. Think of it, Gaius. Within that nothingness lies the root of all creation. Pure potential, limitless possibility. This is the wisdom of the ancients. Such depth, such sublimity, rapture, capture, and perfect rapture. Perfect? Do you not remember? That day 10 years ago was an utter failure, a blemish on the legacy of Garlemald. We learned then that we could not control where Dalamud would fall. That is why the meteor was abandoned. What you seek to do may very well destroy our own homeland. You speak of these elegant tombstones and claim they will protect us, but what protection is there to be had in the rubble of millennia past? You fear what you do not understand, Gaius, but now is the time to cast away those fears and trust in me. The technology of Alleg far surpasses even the greatest of Garlemeld's innovations, and it is House Darnus that holds the key to both its resurrection and its mastery. What are you saying? That with these tombstones you'll be able to control the fall of Dalamud? Really, Gaius, must you be so grindingly pedestrian? The light of truth shines forth from my every word, if you would only bother to look. Very well. I will put my faith in your words, as has the Emperor. We will find the tombstones you require. But I must ask one thing. Is it wise to share these truths with vermin such as this? We will crush the pathetic alliance of the three nations. But before we reduce them to nothing, we will lay them to ruin. Whoa! Okay, that was pretty full on. Good lord. I don't know, but to me it seemed like there was a little bit of dissent in the Garlean camp there, Katella.
That's right.
Yeah, Gaius wasn't too happy about that. Because it seems to me that he's questioning about the whole Dalamud thing in total, and like whether or not it will actually harm them as well as us. Is that the gist of it?
That's right.
Interesting. Gosh, this story gets so twisted. Alright, let's have a chat to this guy, and it looks like we are done. And oh my goodness me, Katella, I've got 2 quests here now. Do I need to speak with both of these guys?
I think it'll just make you talk to both of them.
Okay, let's have a chat. See what he's got to say. Alag, you're asking me about Alag now. Of all times, I know only as much as most men, I suppose. It was an ancient civilization that began in the 3rd Astral and flourished some 1,000 years until the 4th Umbral. Alright guys, so it looks like there's going to be a bit of text coming in, so as always, if you'd like to pause the video here... Oh, and it stopped. There you go, we can pause that one line that he said. Let's have a chat to Serpent Commander Fulke here, see what he's got to say. And I think that's who we were chatting to at the Twin Adder. You saw into his past. Yes, I'd heard reports that certain adventurers possessed this strange power, this echo. What did you see? Please tell me. Cease to be all of Eorzea. The power of Dalamud is great, but is this possible? Men such as Van Darnus and Van Baelsar are not wont to engage in idle chatter. But what if it is all a diversion? Perhaps they intended for us to overhear and for us to live. Perhaps they left him dying slowly so that we would have time to learn of this. Perhaps Private Third Class, you know what, you have new orders. You must take word of this to Sid Garland. He will know what to make of it, and you will find him at the airship landing in Gridania. Katella, is that Sid? The Sid?
It is the Sid.
Oh, awesome. You know what? I'm really looking forward to that. And I would be much obliged if you would also tell him what you thought of my mist emitter. He is something of a mentor to me, you see, and the opinions of users are always appreciated. Go now and hurry. We will see to things here. All right, well, there we go. And yes, we're booted back out the front. All right, so Blindrage, have you made friends again?
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. Sure you didn't. Alright, well look, what we might do, folks, is we'll take a pause in the video here. We will help Blindrage with his new mate, and then we'll make our way to the airship landing in Gridania, and then we'll come back and see you very shortly. And here we are. We are in the Gridania Adventurers Guild, I think. Is that where we are, Katella?
That's right.
Alright, so... you know what, we hardly ever get to see it from this angle. It's such an awesome looking place. Now we need to find the airship. I seem to remember it being somewhere in the Adventurers Guild here, but I'm completely lost now. I can't see it. Listen, where is it?
We actually want to go down these stairs here.
Oh my lord, look, it was right there. What an idiot. Okay, here we go, down the stairs to the airship. And, oh, it's bringing up a instance, so yes, we definitely want to enter that. There we go, and we've got Bardo and Ibrilno. Got a whole bunch of people. Do I want to speak to all of these people?
I know that you have to speak to at least one of them, so you might as well just speak to them. It shouldn't take very long.
Alright, let's have a chat with this guy, Bardo. Business with Master Sid? Then you're in luck. Both he and the foreman are here with us now, though they do not normally attend such tasks. Alright, we'll flick through all of this. Let's have a chat to this other person here. On orders from High Commander Fulke. This had better not be about another one of his ridiculous inventions. A meteor? Then you must speak to Master Sid immediately. Oh, and try not to bring up Quinn's inventions, unless you have a great deal of time to spare. Many Gridanians loathe our ironworks. They perceive high technology as an enemy of the natural order. Alright, let's have a flick through him. There we go. All done, and look at that. We've got a quest marker above Sid. It is Sid. You know what, there's always a Sid in Final Fantasy games, and more often than not, he's around airships, so it's great to see him here. Let's have a chat with him and see what he's
one exception.
Oh, yeah?
There isn't a Sid in Final Fantasy 1.
Ah, I think we'll allow them that one. Here we go, Sid. gods, Seraphis, what kept you? Quinn said you'd be coming. He didn't say that you'd take so damned long. Come, tell me what you've learned. 7 hells. Then the Empire means to recreate the tragedy of 10 years past, and now Gaius has joined his strength to the cause. It is no diversion. What the White Raven said is true. But 12 be good, have they already drawn so close? I myself played a part in the Empire's Meteor project during my time in Dalamud. I only wish I could work out what it is that they've discovered in the years since I left. All I know for sure is that this, well, all of the Empire's machinations of late, is a grand experiment to recreate the ancient magic known as Meteor. Decades ago, a Garlean engineer made a remarkable discovery, the ruins of a great elegant structure. Within it was a device they believed would somehow send waves of energy to Dalamud, waves of energy that could influence the celestial body itself. Not long after, it was proposed that the device be used to cast Dalamud down upon the lands of the beast tribes. But to do this, a breed of sorcery powerful enough to tear the very stars from the sky was needed. That is Meteor. Only Garlemald could devise such an act of villainy. Aye, here was a chance to annihilate the beastman threat in a single catastrophic stroke, and so they gathered every man of science they could to begin work on the grand endeavour. But things didn't go so smoothly for the murderous bastards. In the end, all efforts were called off, and that was just 10 years ago. Alright, so folks, we might skip through the rest of this. Looks like he's got a whole bunch to say. You guys can pause the video, because boy, these are wordy. Wow, there's a lot of text. I mean, I guess, you know, in a way we complain about all this text, but I guess if it was voiced over, it would take even longer. Talking it would be even worse than reading it, I think. That's just my thoughts. Let's flick through. I hear he forced one of his poultry baubles upon you. Ha! When you next see him, tell that bloody tree lover Sid said his work is still a load of old bullocks. Oh, that's not very nice. There we go. It is completed. 2 vans are better than 1. Woo! And there goes the Final Fantasy victory theme that we love so much. We've got 3,300 XP points and 1,000 Serpent Seals. Awesome. There we go. And we're back out, and Sid has disappeared. Katella, am I the only one down here? I guess I'm in an instance, aren't I? Do I have to come back up the stairs?
Nope, I see you.
Oh, really? Nobody's here. I'm all alone. Oh, there they go. Hello. There's Blindrage, and there is Katella. So that's it, I think. Are we done?
That's it.
Whew. All right, that is good. So that's a really cool quest, by the way, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, because that does go a long way to explaining what on earth is going on with Dalamud, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys have just as many questions about that as me. There we go. All right, well, looks like we are done. That's it for another episode. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Katella, what have we got coming up in terms of our schedule for the show?
We've got a fashion show with the LS coming up.
Woo! Fashion show! Awesome, that is great. So, of course, if you're in the Distant World link shell, make sure you go along to the website and check out all of the details there. Look at that. Oh, Blindrage, you look slightly excited about that. Oh, wait a minute, Blind. I'm kind of aware of your fashion sense. You're not going to be wearing your Lycra outfit, are you?
No, he's going to wear a tutu.
Blindrage, he's uncomfortably silent there. I hope you're going to behave yourself.
I got plans.
You know what, folks? Be scared, because I am. If he has,
I've been killing goats, a lot of goats.
I see. Okay,
and bugs.
Yeah, things are
and deer.
Dear, oh dear. So maybe
and raptors.
Maybe he's made something with all of those skins. Hello, Gur. Good to see you. Are you going to come along to our fashion show?
I'm going to try and be there, but who knows? Maybe I'll be DMing again. So who knows?
Either one will be lots of fun, I am sure. Well, there you go, folks. Certainly hope you enjoyed this episode, because, of course, again, it explained a lot about Dalamud there. And if you're anything like me, you'll have 1,000 questions about it. So we're slowly getting to the bottom of all of this. I'd like to thank everyone who joined us in chat today. Merrick and Gur, great to hear from you guys. Thank you, Blindrage, for helping save my rear today, as always. And don't forget, folks, make sure you head along to Blindrage's channel. We'll pop a link in the description below this video, and you can go and see him. I think you call it it bumbling around in DC Universe, is that right? Bumbling with Blindrage?
Yep, that's what it's called.
That's the one.
And that's about right, too.
Yep. Well, I bumble around every single week as well. Can't wait to go and check out some of your episodes, Blind. Katella, as always, thank you very much for all of your work behind the scenes and for helping guide us through this episode. Really looking forward to the fashion show. Have you got anything special planned for what you're going to wear, Katella?
I have a couple things.
Couple of things. You know what? I think these guys are both going to wow and surprise us. I have no idea what I'm going to wear. I don't have any fancy... Well, actually, I do have a couple of bits of fancy clothing, although that's thanks to you guys, I think. So I might have to put on my fancy duds for that. Certainly look forward to you guys being there, by the way. And if you can't join us in-game, make sure you watch that episode. But in the meantime, on behalf of myself, Blindrage, we've got Gur and Katella. It's us saying take care. Hope you guys have a great couple of weeks. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Latest.